farming sometimes. It'll make you want to give up. You know, you work really hard and... I don't know. Okay, so I'm in here to breed a second time. I'm just gonna work through this quick, get it done, but the first breeding went really well. Help! I need water!
You need water?
Yes!
I'm coming to the rescue!
It's very warm in here.
We need to make a sacrifice! No?
You're making a sacrifice?
Yeah. Maybe the weather is better.
Yeah, I think we do. So, Jose, do you think we'll be doing any planting outside today?
I think we can.
I think I'll wait here. Hi girls, come on Evan, let's go outside. Oh man, really? If you remember, it was just April 1st that we were dealing with the last snowstorm, but look at this, there was no snow here.
Wow.
And you know, I mean, that's like 6 feet of snow coming off that roof.
It is a lot.
Generally, May 1st is the day around here, or day up here, that everybody says, oh yeah, it's pretty safe to start planting some of your cool season crops outside. We already have peas and radishes going, and we've put some stuff in the hoop houses. Man, farming sometimes. It'll make you want to give up. So, no, we love it. It's a frustrating day today.
Yeah, I never thought it would be like that.
So today has just been a day of keeping our fingers crossed that we don't have any more problems. When we woke up this morning, we had no power. In the winter, generally, it's not a problem for us because our heat for our house is it doesn't require any electricity. So at the very least, if the power goes out, we stay warm, which is important. But right now we have about 300 trays, I would say, maybe not quite, yeah, I'd say 300 trays of plants that we need to keep above freezing.
Yeah.
And the tomatoes and peppers at 45, and that heater in the greenhouse does not run without power.
Where are we going?
Well, it's May 1st in the UP. We just almost couldn't get out of our driveway, but we have no power, which means the greenhouse isn't running, which means we have to go pick up our generator that's at my dad's house.
Yeah, wow. It's a lot of slush, huh?
Now, the last thing we're dealing with right now is the hoop houses.
Yeah.
Because our two hoop houses are only a foot apart. And we've gotten a foot of this, we're gonna take you out and show you, a foot of this heavy, wet snow, and it is just piling up between the two hoop houses, which was not something we had really thought about being an issue, because generally by the time we take down or put up our hoop houses, we're, you know, it's pretty safe from the snow.
Yeah, sometimes probably get maybe 1 inch.
Yeah, an inch or two.
Yeah.
So here's the snow down the center. Now the problem with this is it's, you know, heavy. It's going to be pushing on those bows. It could create a problem. The good news is the snow is not sitting on top of the houses and creating a problem there. And I would say right now we're in pretty good shape. But if tonight, if we get a lot more heavy wet snow,
it looks like we have a little snow here. It is a lot of snow here, a lot. I think I had to remove. It is a lot snow. I can see one side here is going bend. Hopefully this is stop early, or I don't know. Too much snow for this time of the year. So our poor chicken. You okay, chicken? I should be leaving you guys in the other place, not here, with this brutal weather. But it looks like you're okay. That's my feeling happy.
Today is May 3rd.
Yep.
After a record-breaking 2-day snowstorm here. We had no snow left. And now, as you can see, we got at least 18 inches of heavy wet snow, and probably more. It's hard to track because it was melting, you know, quite a bit, because it's so wet as it was falling. As a matter of fact, I've never seen this before, but the snow has like a blue quality to it. It's got so much moisture in it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Anywhere you step, you can see it's just like a blue. It's really pretty. But as you can see behind us, the result of the snow is that we lost one of our hoop houses.
Yeah.
Which is pretty upsetting. You know, you work really hard and
I don't know.
it is what it is. You know, it's upsetting.
Yeah, well, I think it's...
I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it now. You know, we don't put up the hoop houses very early. These two anyway, they're not really meant for snow load.
No.
And we put them pretty close together because we put them up late enough that we don't expect snow.
Not like this.
Yeah. And that snow just fell hard and heavy and filled up between the two of them, and yesterday morning after 36 hours the one gave way.
Yeah.
The other one is under quite a bit of pressure, but the snow is melting away from it. So, but I think the bows for the most part are ruined. It's pushed them so hard. We think they might bounce back a little bit, but they are very misshapen now on the second hoop house.
Yeah.
But it'll be usable for a while.
Yeah. It'll be good.
But we're going to replace this first one because the plan is already going.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to keep moving forward and order another one. And Farmer's Friend is incredible. They will get another one shipped to us quick. So that's about, you know, we laugh because we ordered a new one so we would have more space, and then this happened. So, you know, best laid plans.
Yeah.
It just never works out the way you want it to. Well, sometimes it does. So the good things that are happening today, we can't work outside obviously, and we will show you, we cannot work in the greenhouse. We are full to capacity in there.
Yeah.
We won't have room to pot up tomatoes. We don't have room. Luckily Sunday I did all of our planting for the week, so that's done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Anyway, what we are doing today is we are going to pick up our fruit trees. They've arrived, or they are arriving today, and they've asked us to come pick them up early since we have such a large order. So that part's exciting. Obviously we won't be planting them, but we can at least get them picked up and have them here on the property. The other thing is I'm going to breed rabbits today because we're about to move them out to pasture, and it's a lot easier to do it when everybody's in the barn than when I have to figure out where everybody is on pasture. So we'll get our third breeding done for the year. I'm going to go in there and talk about our last breeding. Didn't go very well again. That's 2 this year.
Yeah.
So we lost a doe. We had one doe give birth to a beautiful litter, and we went in the next morning and she was sleeping on them, just laying in her nest box. So goodbye to that litter. And another doe gave birth on the wire, but luckily we saved that litter. She she took care of it as soon as we got it warmed up and moved back into her nest box. So it's just been a rough couple of weeks. I saw somebody the other day post on a homesteading site, you know, she said she's been doing it a year and she just wants to give up. But you know, we didn't choose this lifestyle because we thought it would be easy.
No.
We chose it because we want to work and we want community and we want to feed people. And some days it doesn't look perfect. Most people around us lost power for, I'd say, a day, and we didn't have that problem.
No, just for maybe an hour, I think.
Because our greenhouse relies on electricity,
Mm-hmm.
and so we were lucky. And you know, without electricity, we would be hard pressed to keep the plants warm. So yeah, we unlucky in some ways and lucky in others. This is our barn kitty that likes to travel with us. Hi, handsome. What are you doing? Yeah. Is it muddy out here? Okay, so Jose and I have been really working on getting better about taking video as we go. Sometimes that's easier said than done. So the rabbits were bred to give birth on the 25th of April. It is now the 3rd of May, which I like breeding on the 3rd. The reason for that is then most of the litters are born around the 1st of the month. You know, the 1st, 2nd, or the 3rd, and then it's easy for me to be like, okay, these babies are a month old, they're 2 months old, but if I breed on different days, it starts to get confusing and I have to check records. If I breed on the same day every month, I can tell quite easily when the rabbits are due. I know when to put in nest boxes. So I'm trying to get back into that rhythm. So today is the 3rd. I'm gonna breed, but first I want to show you the litters we had this last go around. So this doe right here, she's not very friendly, but gives birth to the nicest litters. So we're gonna take a look. Hi, Mama. How are you in here? Can I take a look? Let me just see. Oh yeah, she's doing a good job. Oh, look how fat these babies are. So she's definitely, I see some color in there. So there's a little black baby. Oh yeah, and she's got a blue right here. So I have yet to check this litter. Jose's checked it, but I have not yet looked at it. So it feels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 babies. And it looks like 3 blues and 3 blacks, maybe? Oh, so cute. Such a nice little litter. Hi, baby. Hi, how are you? Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right, so she's doing a really good job. So these babies are maybe 8 days old now, 9 days old. Hi, Mama. This is her 2nd litter. She has skipped a lot of breedings though, so it makes her not one of my favorite does, other than I love her babies. Okay, so then let's go over here. This doe up on top gave birth to a litter and then proceeded to just lay on them, which she's a first-time mom. Sometimes that happens. They just get confused. They don't understand what's going on, I don't think. And so she just laid. I came out here the next morning to check on the babies and she was laying on them in the nest box. But then this mom, hi baby, can I check your babies? This is Amidala. She gave birth on the wire. And Jose at like 10 p.m. at night came inside and he said, do you want to warm up babies? So how do you say no to that? But, so she has 5 little black babies. Oh, and she's doing a really good job. They're super cute, big fat bellies. Okay, so on today's agenda, I'm going to be breeding every doe that's open. Even the new Marquette that's 6 months old. I'm excited. I've been wanting to breed her. She's at weight finally. So we're going to get her bred. So each doe will get, that's 6 does that I'm going to breed today. And there's 6 bucks. So everybody, I just picked a buck for each doe. What I kind of look at is how related they are when I'm breeding. I look at if they've been bred in the past and been successful. I also look at the different qualities of each rabbit. Some of my males are kind of small. I like to breed them to a little bit larger doe to make sure I'm getting the size out of the rabbits. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. We'll probably do 2 breedings today, one now, one right after lunch before we go pick up our trees. All right, Annabelle, you ready? Yeah. Okay, so this next one is a chocolate doe. I'm going to put her in specifically with our lilac buck because I want some color in the barn, and that should give us at least chocolates.
Hi, how are ya?
Usually it takes anywhere from 30 seconds to 4 minutes. Anything longer than that, I pull the doe out. I just don't have time to stand around. I always wear gloves when handling breeding animals, only because they can get a little grumpy.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good boy.
Okay, so Marquette here is one of my favorite up-and-coming does. This is her first breeding ever, so we'll see how it goes.
Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Get yourself a little lady.
So this is the doe that didn't give us, well, she gave us a litter, but then laid on them. So we're going to breed her again immediately and see if she does better on the second round.
Hi, buddy.
I purposely chose to breed her to MJ8 because he's definitely a production buck. He produces almost every time. And he's good at working the ladies, meaning he gets them to raise up. Some of the newer bucks don't really know what's going on. I forgot to show you this older litter we have. This is the first litter was born this year. Hi, babies. So she had 6 total, but lost 2, which isn't surprising. Early in the year, we do lose a few.
Hi. How are you?
Okay, so I'm in here to breed a second time. I'm just gonna work through this quick, get it done. But the first breeding went really well. I assume this one will go well. Sometimes the second time I put the girls in, they're not quite as willing to breed. But it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that.
Hi, buddy. How are you?
Oh my! Somebody help me!
Huh? What?
Help! I need water!
You need water?
Yes!
I'm coming to the rescue!
It's very warm in here. Oh, it's cold out there though.
It is?
Yes, compared to in here.
Well, oh, steamy.
Yeah, it's steamy.
Steamy. I have played a lot of Mario. When Mario he
Rescues the princess. Uh-huh.
she give me a kiss.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
do I have to?
Yeah.